Now, before we wrap up tonight's show, I want to tell you about a very interesting study that I came across. It is about the benefits of mud or playing with muck. You heard me right. Most of us have done that. You must have played football in the mud or gone out to catch tadpoles during the rainy season and come back home all muddy. Sadly, children today don't do that. At least most of them don't. And they could be losing out on immunity because of that. A new study has found that mud can build resilience against a whole host of illnesses, both mental and physical. I'm talking about allergies, asthma, anxiety, depression. The obvious question is, what's mud got to do with any of this? So the study points out that the dirt outside has a lot of friendly microorganisms. When they come in contact with our body, they help us build immunity. Makes sense, right? Then it also means that one could get a lot of these benefits by just playing outside. You know, even if there is no mud involved, and that's true. You see, the soil outside has a lot of natural minerals that are good for us. Most of us have reaped their benefits by playing outside while we were growing up. We have soiled our clothes, jumped in puddles, come back home with mud stains. But what's concerning today is that children are not getting these benefits of these activities. They don't climb trees. They barely go to playgrounds. Children today are mostly surrounded by gadgets. In the US, for example, a child spends nearly 7 hours a day in front of a screen, glued to a screen, and just about 4 to 7 minutes a day in an unstructured play outdoors. Just 4 to 7 minutes. This is a crisis, and it has a name. It is called nature deficit disorder. And children aren't the only ones to be blamed here. Today, when a child cries or throws a tantrum, her parents console her by playing Peppa Pig on iPads. What if we gave them a ball instead to play and asked them to play outside with it? What if parents today gave nature a chance to do its magic on children? You see, a strong immunity is just one of the many benefits of playing outside. Studies show that spending more time outside helps in confidence building. It promotes creativity, imagination, also teaches responsibility. For example, a child learns to take care of living beings, the leaves, the stray dogs, the squirrels. She learns what happens if she pulls a plant outside by its roots. Come to think of it, a child is more likely to learn more lessons on science by spending time outside than by watching some educational video on a phone. Being in nature also teaches her how to deal with stress. She will learn how to conduct herself calmly when bitten by a bug or after getting her knees bruised. These are crucial life lessons. Look at this study. It says people who spend a majority of their childhood in a rural setup show a more muted response to stressful events like public speaking. In other words, they are less likely to be anxious or depressed. And that's the magic of nature that I was talking about. And you know what? Most parents know all of this. They know what is good for their child and what's not. They know what playing outdoors can do and how it can help in the child's development. It's just that today parents are scared to send their young ones outside or leave them unattended. And it's not just about the pandemic. There are fears around a child's safety, her security. And while these fears are valid, there are ways to ensure a child stays safe when playing outside. You could send her to a playground in a gated community or ones that have CCTV installed perhaps. My point is simple. If a parent is willing to make that transition from gadgets to grounds, then there are a lot of ways to ensure that the change happens. Do you agree? Do write to us and let us know what you think. WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.